H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And the day is Tuesday. It's going to be, you better go get you better go call everybody. You better text, tag, tell somebody. Got a couple of subjects I want to get in here. Jimmy going to come on later and talk about Pangos and the value of Pangos, because I don't see no value of it. So I want him to show, I guess these camps that evaluate kids, and you know how I am about that kind of stuff. It's kind of messed up. It's kind of different from me. But I want to know what Bob think about it. All of these extra camps. I thought this the time of the month you're supposed to be going, honing your skills and getting ready. And I don't know, you can go to certain things, but somebody got to explain to me. Oh, political camps. That's why I love Bob, because he gonna tell it to me like a TI is. Okay, political camps. Okay, all right, political camps. Bob, do you think the kids learn something when they get there? Do you think the kids learn something when they get there? We're going to talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about that. Hey, man, if y'all ever... Hey, Bob, you play golf. Y'all got to help. Shout out there. Hold up. Give me talk about starting five. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Starting five on Facebook. That's De'Aaron Fobb. I mean, not De'Aaron. Keith Fobb. We got Daryl Anderson. We have... let's see, who else we got? YouTube, we got Jeremy Davis, we got Eric Boney, we got Simeon Sims. Let's share the show, y'all. I see Catch Cedric is on here. He ain't said nothing. Cedric Cannon, we see you in the background, baby boy. Oh, we got Clyde. Clyde can help me. Clyde, explain to these camps. I used to like Camp Month when we had the franchise All-Stars, because we took that time out to make sure our guys got in the gym and got some work. And I remember one time we took the team up there when they used to let you go. We took the team up to, what's the name of that place? Texas A&M. But we really used to spend that time. We always call it Camp Month. They call it Camp Month, but I call it Development Month. I call it just your tweak month before you go into your last live periods. And you need to be in the gym, get extra shots up, get extra. In other words, your weaknesses. Just trying to work on your weaknesses a little bit. That's what I thought. What you think? Clyde, you've been around this thing a long time. It's a glorified all-star game to get prep schools and other kids extra court time. What you mean by extra court time? I never heard it like that. That's a good one. But y'all, let me tell you something, Bob. Anybody play golf out there? I want to talk to somebody. It's just me. I don't like the marshals. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that is, them the guys who be out there trying to police the damn golf course. I never befriended one. Now I got a friend that's one, so I'm a little more sympathetic about it. But I hate to see their ass pulling up. They come up opposite from you, right? You in the tee box. You see you're trying to hit your shot, right? And you got somebody coming up there lurking in the weeds. Then they'll pull off to the right. Y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're on the golf course, they got a guy who policed the courses. Oh, Simeon Sims, okay, it's you too. And I just don't like their ass. That man shot an 81 Saturday. That's good. Now, what you shoot on the back nine? I didn't say nothing about the kite girls. I love the kite girls. I hate the marshals. They always, I mean, they be like looking around, be trying to find balls. And, they be all in the bushes. Scare the hell out of you. And, that was just something I was thinking about because my partner won, and he be marshalling on the day. And he be out there. And I promise you, I would hate to be out there with his ass marshalling. Because I'm glad he marshaled on a Tuesday and I'll be on the show. I would hate for me to be out there with him. Because I know he be out there messing with everybody out there, D. Holcomb. He said some marshals on cool. I don't know what one is cool. The rest of them, you can throw them in the ocean. And they probably good guys. But y'all remember what I told y'all yesterday? And I got to get into this series before Jimmy come on. I got to get into this series. But I told y'all about yesterday. And this have sources that just tell me stuff like this, and they send me research, and I've been researching it a little bit. But the bumps on the course do some of them cart girls bad. The bumps on the course. The bumps. I don't understand what you mean. What's up, Greg Morris? But the new, and I want y'all to go, when I tell y'all something like this, I want y'all to go study it too. Because I'm in a fact find, but it was told me the new Mavericks owner plans to fund a major super PAC to help Donald Trump get elected this November. This is how billionaires try to control elections. But we can beat them with our votes. Let's make her name Miriam Allison, blow a whole bunch of money. Okay? I'm cheering for a team. My friend of mine just got an extension to his contract. Texted him this morning, told him congratulations. Nico Harrison doing a great job. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, spread the word, please. Text, tag, tell your friends. This Sunday, opening Sunday, June the 9th, the No Excuses Pro League starts this Sunday. Games will take place. They start at 12 in the afternoon all the way up to 9 p.m. Everybody's going to play. Bring their family for a day of fun, games. They'll be held weekly every Sunday, and then they're going to have Thursday and Fridays. So Sundays and Thursdays and Fridays, because, they used to do it early in the week. So Thursdays and Fridays toward the end of the week. That's how and then you can register for stuff. I mean, it's going to be great. A great time. No Excuses Pro-Am. I want to see your faces in the places. Okay. Sunday, if you ain't doing that, and it's free, and anybody try to charge you, you said Robert Hatter of the Chop Shop said, I am VIP. Don't say that. Let me in this place. But you say VIP, it might do something for you now. I don't know. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. And then I want to talk about a little bit. I see you, Israel. I see you, Alpha. Yo, what's up, baby? I see you, George. Clyde said, it's different now. Kids are going to camps with the high schools and AAU program with the TBC Live period, and coaches are involved with TV Live period. So more high school coaches. But I'm talking about on an individual basis, Clyde. That's a good one though, Clyde. I don't know why it didn't pop up on the screen. Oh, there it is. I'm talking about camp month for me. I used to get my son and whoever else, man, let's get better. So when we go to the TABC camp, let's work on your craft. Just keep refining your craft. Share the show, everybody. If you haven't shared the show, please share the show. But I want you to work. I think you should be working all the time on your craft. And you said you're a basketball player. You're a golfer. Work on your craft. You get up. If you sharpen your game. You want your short game to be good. You got to. Everybody be laughing. Always running their mouth. Talking, man, I'm good. I hit the ball off the tee, but I can't. Man, you better learn how to putt and chip. And if you're playing golf. But I was just thinking about that. I just get better. get better month because it. And I know they changed the rules, like Clyde said, but I always want to see a kid. You know, I want you to work on your strengths, but also work on your little weaknesses. I mean, or understand or watch film to stay away from your weaknesses. If you turn that ball over in this corner all the time, every time you go over there and you turn it, that might not be the corner you need to work out on. If you turn the ball, you follow me? Because one thing I want all of y'all to do is cut down on your turnovers. Turnovers is one of the biggest causes of you losing a basketball game. That's one of the highest metrics that they measure. Turnovers. You having turnovers. That's why I be watching Caitlin Clark. Yeah, they be talking about they be physical, but she don't have to constantly turn that ball over all the damn time. 10 times, 7 times. That's just too many times. You just being loose with the ball. You quit being so loose with the basketball. That's what I would like to tell these young, especially these young guys. Is even if you don't handle it, the little time you do handle it, why not pass it to you? I don't want you traveling and work on your move after the catch. I've seen much of this summer. Somebody pass you the ball, the next thing you doing all this, and then you traveling. Work on that move. Make sure that ball is down before that foot come up. Make sure that ball is down. Make sure that ball is down before you pick that back foot up. And just little stuff like that, man. Just little stuff like stop turning the balls over. And wings or big guys. No. Point guards. Point guards. And any guard that gets a pick and roll. Be patient, man. Be patient. Quit rushing to go around the pick and roll. Set your man up. Because I've seen so many offensive fouls or moving screens on the big guy, and it's not the big guy's fault. Yeah. Are there no excuses for Pro League at Fundy? Yes, I'm sorry. I should have said Fundy Recreational Center. I am so sorry, George Witt. My fault. At Fundy Recreational Center. Thank you, man. Thank you for helping me do my job. Please, thank you. But are y'all following me? I see so much of that, and it's just a turnover for nothing and a foul on your big man because the point guard just rushing his little ass around the pick and roll. Slow down. That's why I'm telling you to work on your skills so you can slow the game down. Can't nobody speed you up. Slow down. But I just wanted to share that with y'all headed into camp month. Also, I was thinking about something. We've been talking about all this. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We've been talking about all this stuff. Stephen A. Smith and Monica McNutt. All this stuff. The WNBA is on fire right now. People talking about when people talking about you, that means you're on fire. What's that one? But lost, ladies and gentlemen, in all of this rookie WNBA conversations is that Asia Wilson, y'all, has somehow reached a new level this year. If that's even possible. She's the reigning MVP in her own class. She's just an absolute legend. 27 points and 13 rebounds in 10-minute quarters. That's some 2K stuff. Did y'all hear what I said? 27 points, 13 rebounds. The woman averaged 26.5 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. You follow me? So I know we want to talk about all this stuff, and I want to talk about, and I haven't talked about it this week, so I want to get this out of my hair before Jimmy come on. But people were talking about that ain't it. People were talking about what was I wanted to talk about? What was I at? Y'all, some stuff happened yesterday that I really, really didn't like. I really didn't like. Really didn't like. They let this dude, Pat McAfee, come on national television and call Caitlin Clark a little white bitch. And y'all please help me if y'all seen on the shows today. Did anybody talk about that on the shows today? The nerve of this man calling somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's niece, a little white bitch. I'm gonna talk about this. If they ain't gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. But I ain't had a chance to see what's going on today. But I mean, I don't like that, man. I'm serious. I don't like that. But let me help you out. I was thinking about something. There are a lot of storylines that we can attack this week. NBA Finals coming up. I'm finna give y'all away. Y'all need to take notes. Y'all need to take notes. I'm finna give you some. This game looked like a mismatch on paper. The Mavs versus the mighty Celtics. But it's not as much of a match to me. I can see the series going either way. I'm pulling for the Mavs, but I can see this series going anyway. But the Celtics, they won 64 games this year. The Mavs only won 50. The Celtics had the best overall record in the whole NBA. The Mavs didn't finish in the top 4 in their own conference. Watch this. Watch this, Greg. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let me get off screen. All right, quick. Finna talk about the Mavs. I had to sneeze. Oh my goodness, it got me. Y'all check this out. This. I had to research some of this stuff. The Mavs, like I said, they didn't even finish in the top 4 in their own conference. They were the 5th seed, right? The Celtics outscored, y'all listen to this, their opponents by 11.4 points per game this year. The 5th best scoring differential in the history of the NBA. The 5th best. That's how dominant the Celtics been this year. Up there with the likes of the 72 Lakers, the 71 Bucks, the 76 Bulls, and the 2017 Warriors. The best teams in the history of the sport. That's the type of rarefied air that the Celtics are breathing in regards to point differential. The Mavericks, ladies and gentlemen, were just getting by. They only outscored their opponents by 2.3 points a game. Again, the Celtics were doing it at 11.4 points per game. Y'all follow me? Check this out. The Celtics dominate as the number 1 seed. They ran through the regular season with ease. The Mavericks are just 6th team with a 5th seed or lower to ever get to the NBA Finals. They are one of the worst teams based on statistics, the statistical makeup of a team, the seeding, and the point differential. The Mavericks are one of the worst to ever reach the NBA Finals. You got me? And here, y'all need to text tag tell somebody because you ain't gonna get this nowhere else. I'm gonna give you some. And I know you don't want to. I know you don't want your friends to hear this, but I got more. Watch this, George. And here are more of some of the teams in the NBA postseason history to make it to the finals as a 5th seed or lower. Let me give you some of these teams. The list is not that long now, Dallas is the latest. The 1981 Rockets, the 1995 Rockets, the 1999 Knicks, the 1920 Heat, and last year's Heat team also. You follow me? These are some of the worst teams statistically to ever, in a fifth seed or lower, to ever make it to the finals. I got me? And all of them outside of the 95 Rockets, all of them lost. You got me? All of them lower seed teams lost when they got to the final, except the 95 Rockets. The 95 Rockets are the only team seeded fifth seed or lower to ever win a championship in the history of the sport. Did you know that? So Dallas would be the second if they're able to do it. I don't think this series is one-sided at all, ladies and gentlemen. And as I break this thing down, maybe you'll see it too. I'm gonna break it down. Some. I could very easily see this going 7. The Mavs started playing well at the right time, and it's how hot you are as the season winds down. The Mavs remind me of the 2022 Celtics. See, Boston didn't make any deals at the deadline. I'm not comparing them like that, and all of a sudden changed their season around like Dallas did when they got Gafford and P.J. Washington. But Boston had got off to a slow start that year with Coach Ime Udoka, and they were under 500 on January 1st, under 500 January 1st, and it was a game against the Suns that turned their season around, and they rode that game all the way to the NBA Finals. Talking about when Ime Udoka took the Boston Celtics to the finals, then the next year he do that crazy stuff and then get fired. Then they lost to the Warriors. Got their head beat in by my team. But you have to look at this Mav team prior. Y'all got to look at it. Go back. Look at how I believe when this team started to peak at this point of the year would be hard to beat. Both teams are peaking. I like that. Celtics 6-7. I like that. I like that. Cynical. But watch this, Cynical. Watch this. If you looked at the Mavs team prior to March 7th and the team after March 7th, headed into the games that night, they were 34-28. They were 6 games over 500 this year. They had the 16th best record in the league. So they were at the bottom half in regards of the best teams in the league. Then the rest of the way, they go 16-4 the final 20 games, right? From March 7 on, that include 2 games at the end that they gave away at the end by setting Luka and Kyrie. So they really could have been 18-2. You follow me? That's how hot they were. And the one thing, and I think one game was against Detroit. They lost, and one game was in against San Antonio. They could have beat them. But during that span, they were better than Boston down the stretch. Headed into the postseason. This was the hottest team in the league. I'm talking about the Dallas Mavericks. You look at the full season, Boston is a better team. If you look at what happened since March 7th, then Dallas was probably a better team. Even like last year, when Denver was the first seed and Miami was the 8th seed. Remember? On paper, that was a more drastic than this year. You follow me? In this case, Boston is the number 1 seed and Dallas is the 5th seed. But this series, to me, is about 2 stars versus 2 stars. I'm sorry y'all had to hear all that. That water is good. Now you have to look at the other players, right? Luka is clearly the best player on the floor. Okay. Tatum is the second best player. What do you think? Who you think is the third best player? I got Kyrie, but some over Jaylen Brown, but I don't know. What y'all think? As the third best player, what y'all think? Is it close? Is it a tie? Is it a slight edge? What y'all think? Kyrie, Jaylen Brown. Talk to me. In just 48 hours, it's gonna be on. Assuming he is healthy, Porzingis is probably the fifth best player in this series, but he hadn't been playing. See, y'all correct me. If you have a different player, just put it up there. Correct me. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, Malcolm says a tie. All right, I like that, Malcolm. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Cause when I think about it, then after that, Holiday and White are the 6 and 7 best players in the city. In the city, how would you flip them? Would you put which one would you have, 6 or 7? So, which would mean that of the top 7 players, Boston got 5 of them. Kyrie is the best player on the court. How to stop it? No, I'm talking about what? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Kyrie is the best player on the court. Period. Thank you, Jesus. Malcolm, you see, Malcolm, ain't I'm getting better, Malcolm, you got to say, Robert Hatter, I'm proud of you right now. All that comes to tell y'all is I have control over this stuff all the time. I just like to go off sometimes. I put him at 3, Dwayne. But there's no way Luka and Jason Tatum, their first team All NBA, All Pro. He really needs to go back to school. No. That's his opinion, Malcolm. He ain't. I mean, it's his opinion. It's all right. You remember I told you about everybody's opinion. Everybody got one now. That don't mean they got their opinion might not be faced on. And his fact that he talking about Kyrie is the only champion. Kyrie ain't been a champion, in a long ass time. And Kyrie had arguably one of the best players ever in the world on his team then. I'm not against Kyrie, but I just don't understand your statement. But I like it. I love it. And I'm with it. That's where you feel. I said different with me. I like that. But let me help you out a little bit more. Well, did I mention Holiday and White? What's up, Rodney? Did I mention Holiday and White, the 6th and 7th best player? Which would mean? I think about it. That means Boston would have 5 of the top 7 players. DeAndre. Andre. If y'all just coming on, I'm dissecting this playoff. I'm dissecting it. Okay. And by the way, Kyrie had this same Boston team with Brown and what's called and couldn't get it done. What's my man name? Alfio. Okay? Couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done. He left. He had the same, these two guys I'm talking about, he had them already on his team. And Marcus Smart. Let me keep going. You're gonna take Holiday over White, but it's close. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Dallas has the first best player and either the third or the fourth best player in Kyrie. Then they have no other top 7 player. And I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. Again, it's going to come down to those bench players. Absolutely. The question is, will Tatum show up in the finals? That's a good question, Greg. He disappear or have some of his worst game in the finals. Greg, yeah, absolutely right, Gregory. They have them. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I'm just thinking about. Whereas Boston got Tatum at 2, they got Jaylen Brown at either 3 or 4. They got Porzingis at 5. They got Derek White or Holiday, or any order they want to put them, 6 or 7. And then you could argue about the rest. You can say, you can have Lively probably playing the best right now at 8. Because we talking about who's playing the best right now. They have the most. Boston had the most talent and the most pressure. To me, Kyrie and Jaylen Brown will affect the game differently. They both will score. What else they'll do? They have different jobs with their main star. When there's main stars on the bench, they have different stars. The question always is, how many times has the best player in the finals have lost? I got you, Jim. Having the best player should be an advantage, right? Having the best player should be an advantage. They have different jobs. You have the best player. You go to the NBA Finals. Do y'all know what the success rate is? And I got to give it to you. Then I'm going to bring Jimmy on. Y'all know what the success rate is. Boston doesn't have that. As good as Boston team is, Jason Tatum is not better than Luka. So Dallas will have the best player. Last year we saw it in Denver. And the way that way play out, the best player was Joker, they won. Denver had the best player, they won. We saw it in 2022 when Boston lost. Golden State had the best player, it was Steph. Boston lost. When we saw it in 2021, the best player in that Suns series, the Bucks series, Giannis was the best player, the Bucks won. 2020, the best player, LeBron, the Lakers won. That's 4 consecutive years where the best player in the finals was on the winning team. And I can go back forward. Jimmy, let me go back a little bit forward and I'm coming to you. What does this mean? To have the best player in the series? Have y'all even thought about it? How important it is? Have anybody ever thought about it? Fred Simon, Frederick? Have you ever, thank you, Fred, but have you ever thought about who the best player, having the advantage of having the best player in the series? When people, I was listening to podcasts and reading articles all week, and people were previewing this series. They said that the major advantages this fall that falls has is the duo that they think about, the duo of Kyrie and Luka. They got the best player in the best series. That's what they would. I've been listening and hearing them, and you hear that every time you enter a series, who got the best player? I'm telling you, I believe in that. If I got the best player, I got a chance to win, Chris O'Neal. Cedric Washington. If I got the best player, I got a chance to win. Since MJ won his first title, I went back and looked at it. How to put back up, please. Anybody wearing these shoes? No, I ain't putting them shoes back up. But think about this, y'all. I had to give y'all this because I don't know where you're going to get it at. I was thinking about this, right? So I went back to see how many times the best player in the finals won as the winning team. I went back. I got you. I went back, right? Since Michael Jordan won his first title. I ain't going all the way back. Since Michael Jordan won his first title. Because it's a little bit confusing when you had to go back with the Bird and Magic and Kareem was in the mix. It was all up in the air who was the best player. So I went back to just Jordan's first title. And I'm coming to you, Jim, in a second. I'm just going to bring it up. First title in 91, right? Bear in mind when I tell you, you have to think, let me get to the end of it, right? Just hold on. I know y'all got something to say. Jordan was the best in each of his finals. Let's get that. He was the best player on the floor. In 1991 through 1993, the Bulls win all three. All right? Hakeem Olajuwon won. Jimmy, I know you love him. It's the last time you won a championship in Houston. Hakeem was the best player on the floor in 95 and 94 and 95. And Houston win both of them. You got me? All right. What else I meant? Jordan then comes back, and he is the best player on the floor, 96, 97, 98. They win all of them. So there is a year stretch that the best player on the floor in the there's a few year stretch, another 3-year stretch that the best player on the floor in the finals also won the championship. I'm giving them to you. Then you got Duncan in 99. He was the best player in San Antonio, beat New York, even though he just got in the league in his second year. He was the best player in that series. Next year, Shaq was the best player on each of his finals teams, 2000 and 2002. So now we are up to that's 12 consecutive finals where the best player actually won. Right? Best players actually won. Duncan was the player on the floor, best player on the floor in 2003. San Antonio wins. 13 consecutive years where the best player in the finals was on the winning side. The Lakers lose in 2004 despite having the best player with either Shaq or Kobe. So that's an example that you have of the best player having the best player and still losing in 2004. Y'all got me? We get back on track in 2005. The Spurs have the best player. They got Duncan. They went up winning, right? 2006, we call it a dead even between D Wade and Dirk. So we won't give that in either side. We'll call that a wash. I'm going to say that the best player on both teams, Wade and Dirk. Okay, but in 2007, the Spurs have Duncan, the best player won. 2008, the Lakers had the best player, Kobe, but they lost. Right? Y'all follow me? So that's the second team now that the team since Jordan won his first championship that the team with the best player lost. Going somewhere with this. Because KG and Paul Pierce was not as good as Kobe in 2008. But the Lakers lost anyway, right? The Lakers has Kobe as the best player in the league in 2009 and 2010. Guess what they do? Win both finals. 2011, the Mavs win. And they didn't have the best player. Because they beat LeBron. LeBron, even though he wasn't the best player in that series, he was the best overall player in the league at that point. They lose, so that's another rare example. 2012, 2013, the Heat was the best. The Heat has the best player in LeBron. Guess what they do? They win both. There you go, Malcolm. There you go, Malcolm. Malcolm, you getting to it, Malcolm. Although they did lose in 2014, despite having the best player in LeBron, LeBron was the best player in the world from 2015, 2018. He won once. He lost 3 times. So a lot of these times, the best player in the world was on the losing end. It was LeBron. Where LeBron section was at. And most of the time, he was facing an all-time great team of Golden State. 2019, cast that aside because I can't pick the best player. Who the best player was. Was Curry? Was it Kawhi? Durant was hurt, so that don't count. In 2020, the Lakers had the best player. They won down in the bubble championship. 2021, Giannis is the best player than any Sun when they beat the Suns. The Bucks beat the Suns. 2022, Steph was the best player, and they beat the Celtics. Last year, Joker was the best player in the Heat series. The Nuggets win. You take all that stuff I just went through. The team in the finals, the best one. Let me tell Jimmy, he can come out, connect again now. Hold up. Let me tell him. Hold up. Y'all follow me? And we cost and what I want y'all to see though, the team in the finals with the best individual player since Jordan won his first title has won the championship 23 times. The teams in the finals without the best player in the series have won 8 times. And then we cast 2 of those, slip away because we just threw up who was the best player. It was a dead heat. The point here is that the major advantage here for the Mavs. It's a major advantage here to have the best player because most of the time when you have the best player in the finals, your team winds up winning. And if Luka is the best player, this is his first time to the party though. Tatum has a little experience. Their playoff is a different animal. And I just wanted to go back and see some of your comments. Hold on. What's up? Done one, what's up? I was just trying to give you some stuff, a preview of what to look for. What you mean by best scorers? What you mean by best scorer? Talk to me. I didn't understand it. Let me see. What did he say? Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find something. Okay. Can't find it. I still can't hear anything. Let me try. Oh, okay. His speaker was messed up. Okay. He said, what you mean by the best scorer? Keep going. Who's the best scorer? I don't know what you mean. I said the best player. Murray was the best player in the Denver series. What? He could have played the best. I said got the best player in. LeBron didn't play the best in his series. A couple of that series he lost in the Mavs, but he was the best player. Joker is the MVP, so he is the best player. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Luka is the best scorer. His defense is about to get exposed. Okay. Let me. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Luka can't play defense, huh? Most watched video in the NBA social media sphere was called by the defensive play of Luka Doncic on one of the best rookie guards in the league who made the all-rookie team, by the way, Keontae George. He had to block several blocks. I don't know where you've been. I don't know if you don't have no TV. Let's get him a TV over there. Seneca, a TV over there. Because evidently he ain't watched Luka in the playoffs. The key stops, the key blocks, the key... Evidently, he haven't been watching Luka on one leg. You got to be out your mind. Ain't no... How many people can do that? The most watched video. I just love when y'all just add, and I can just play this over and over and over. What? Send me a video of your favorite defensive player doing that. Seneca. Luke is the best scorer. He's the best player. He's one of the best players in the league. He was in the top vote getter. He's on the number one team, the first team All-Pro. Timber. He ain't got to make no defensive. He ain't got to make no defensive player of the team. So his offense is so great. See, you can't expect me to score 30 and do all the damn work. I got to let somebody else do something. Y'all got to be out y'all mind. I'd rather have a Luka on my team than the defensive player. Than Rudy Gobert. Hold on. Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year, and he got his ass in France right now. He probably over there on the beach in Cannes. He probably over there on the red carpet with Kelly. Y'all share the show. Man, I love when people talk about how many defensive teams. Hey, you don't have to be on that defensive team. When it count, go back. Hold on. Let me see if I got some more Luka defensive play. Man, y'all been sleeping. Guys like you ain't been watching. I know you ain't been watching. See, you know how that new saying they said, tell me that you ain't been watching the Dallas Mavericks without saying you ain't been watching. You just told me you ain't been. Let me see if I got some already up here. Let me see. Oh, let me see, Luka. Hold up, man. Oh, man, Luka been tearing these little boys up, man. He's so deadly, Seneca. They didn't hide him in no other one. They didn't try to hide him. He was guarding these dudes at Seneca. I know you haven't watched no Dallas Maverick basketball this playoff. Because Luka has been one of the best defensive players on the team. Kyrie has played defense a whole lot better. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander don't never want to see him no more. That man said, bro, people just say anything. Yeah, Seneca, he ain't been around in a long time. And then he might have had a sip today. But Seneca, I know you, Craig, he ain't watched it. I know. Hold up. See, the man finna make me crank some stuff up, boy. Talking about Luka. Can't play. I ain't saying he a defensive player of the year candidate. No. But just because, hold up. Let me look at hold up, y'all. Hold up. Boy, this man just made my day. Hold up. Hold up, man. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Man, this man just made my day. I know he haven't watched him this year. He going by last, the other time. Luka scores 40 points and his man don't get 30. So what's this man? Oh, I like that one. Tanya says she got an extra TV for you, dude. Man, y'all done got me cranked up, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander don't play no damn defense to me. You ain't mentioned his name. Let me see who else on there. Hold on. Come on. Well, my all-star. Let me my all folk protein. Jason Tatum play good defense? Okay. Joker definitely don't play no defense. You ain't said nothing about him. Giannis, he played defense. Giannis. Boy, Seneca, you been saved by the bell, boy. Go Jimmy back in there. Jimmy. Can you hear me now, Jimmy? Let me see, can you hear me? Let me see, can you hear me? Because you just say Seneca, because I was finna go right. Oh, I had him. Hold up.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. What you do? I'm trying to bring you in. Let me get some of this stuff off the screen. And then I can get you in there. Man. I was in a good one, man. I was in a good one with your boy Seneca. Seneca, I can tell Seneca, he has not been watching the Dallas Mavericks this year. He ain't been watching. He ain't watched. Yeah, I bet you ain't watched now. I know he didn't watch that series against OKC. But man, what you got out there, man? What they doing out there? The Pangos and the Tangos and all the ghosts out there. What they doing out there, man?
He said all the ghosts, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I think you had asked me. Somebody asked me.
Lean your laptop up so your head can come up a lot. There you go. Yeah. That's the better. Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day about the NBA. And I remember. I didn't remember if they did or not, but yes, NBA personnel is permitted at the Pango again.
I saw that.
So now, with that being said, this is of course we at Pangos. That's our annual camp, and
Jimmy, you used to didn't go here. What made you start going? You used to didn't go to the Pango.
They changed the days of the week.
Okay.
So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, of course, it's cheaper for the rooms for a lot of people. Cheaper flights. I'm saying that's the reason.
We talking about you, man. We ain't talking about anybody else.
But it's easier because it doesn't conflict with nothing.
Okay.
To be here. It made it a lot easier. You know, before it would always be overlapping. It was in California, in LA, hard to get around. You don't want to get.
Where is it at now? Where is it?
Las Vegas.
Okay.
So it's at Bishop Gorman High School. It used to be at the Tarkanian facility, right down the street from the football stadium. Okay. So this camp, now it gets See, when you talk to the people and you face to face, you can get a different interpretation rather than text messages because the words may not roll off the same as it means. So now I understand better as to why some of our kids from Texas, some of the ones that aren't here, why they didn't get invited.
Okay.
I got a better understanding now. First and foremost, as anything, you're going to look out for your territory. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a heavier presence of
West Coast,
California, Arizona, and in some cases in Nevada.
Makes sense.
Because that way those kids don't have to rely necessarily on airplanes to get here. So I get that part, which is common sense if you're really paying attention.
Yeah.
So it's about 100 kids. Okay. By the fact that USA basketball is going on, the 18U already going to South America, I think Argentina. Mm-hmm. Well, the 17U kids are preparing to have their tryouts as well. Well, here's the deal. Adam, if we doing a camp and the NBA guys are going to be there, regardless of the skill set, we got to make sure that we have to find as many kids as possible that fit the metrics of what some of them NBA people are looking at, even though some of them kids may not be NBA prospects right now, meaning that the tallest players got the most favor. They try to find, because NBA guys, as you know,
they love tall.
They looking for length. Guys, you can sit there and yes, they discriminate against smaller guys.
Yeah.
And if they see a room full of midgets, A lot of those guys are gonna turn right back around and they gone about their business.
I promise you.
Then they gonna spread the word to their other fellow peers in that sector. Hey man, how was it? Man, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of midgets riding. So you got to give them something to keep them. That way they can visualize these young and get introduced to some of these young men as many as possible. So that's why when I was trying to get a couple of our guards, because here's the thing, first of all, foremost, 4 of our top players were in the state declined. Okay. As a matter of fact,
could you give us those names? Because I know you sent them to me, but I'll let you give them.
He put a list out. It's funny, Alan. This is a list. I'm gonna try to hope you can kind of let me see. Can you read any of that?
Yeah. It's perfectly clear.
I was gonna go side.
Oh, they telling where to keep people at?
No, they're telling you this is a list of who got invited and why they not here.
Yeah, I see that. Conflict, personal issues, death in the family, preventing physical injuries, preventing participation, USA basketball conflict. Yes, I'm watching it.
This list prevents Dino's or his staff from having to answer all those questions over and over and over.
That's smart.
This is a smart move.
That's smart.
Because basically it's saying, I invited him.
Yeah.
Right? And these guys were supposed to be coming.
Right.
So these are not from my understanding, this isn't just a wish list. These were the guys that had committed but are not here. And this is the reasons why. So now, this list right here, this is primarily, understand, this is for the NBA brands. Because when they sit down, they get their packets or whatever they buy, they want to know, hey man, why, hold on, what's going on? Why this guy not here? Why this guy not here? Then this explains that. So now, let's move on. Because I definitely asked Dino's about a next layer of kids that's from a couple of kids from out of Houston, but they were guards. And Dino's was like, "But Jimmy, I can't get the guard. These two, this and that. The NBA guys don't favor." And I'm like, "Man, what you talking about, man? This guy here, he did this, or he's done this and he's done that, And I get it, a little bit better than before. That don't mean I get it all the way, because I'm looking at the talent, at the overall. Somebody, you need some players, even though you're getting all this length, you still need some players to get these guys the ball.
It's a good point. You just don't need a bunch of them now, ball beaters, but you need somebody to get the guys the ball.
You need somebody to get them the ball. So the camp ends today. This is one of those camps. Understand? I'm talking to the NBA guys. A lot of them are here. And basically, this is a down year in comparison to previous Pangos camps. It's a down year, meaning that. And I asked the guy why. I asked one of the guys why it's a down year. He says that his explanation was, every time he's come to this camp, there's been at least one kid that when he touches the court, pretty much everybody stops what they're doing and going to go around that court. There's no one single player that fits that description right now this year. So I get it. If that's what you're measuring for up or down, of course, then I would factor in another special ingredient that can always increase a camp, and that's the energy level. Even though they have some music subtly playing in the up in the gym at Bishop Gorman High School, the energy of the kids, you can feel this new wave of the NIL kids. You can feel it in the gym from a lot of kids who hadn't even done nothing. When I say done nothing, I mean on a national, on a big enough sample size across, big enough fish across from coast to coast. You haven't done that. And but this is Pango's camp, and yes, and the Anthony Lawrence collection say I was politicking. Yes, it's I've always, a lot of people have no idea. People that's been in the gym and saw me work, they know and they've seen me work. When I get in these type of platforms, I'm pushing our for our kids from out of Texas. But I don't, and people that know me, I don't try to force feed nothing down people's throats. And I keep receipts. So that means if I pick one, if I tell you one and you don't pick him, then I'll remind you. So I don't go and tease you with it. That's one of the things that guys just keep it cordial. And you're gonna miss on some, and you're gonna hit on some. Um, our best right now, Ada, we have about eight or nine kids from the state of Texas that are uh, that were invited on the list. Maybe 8 here now because Jeremiah Green is not here. And right now, the best performer from the state, I would say, is a kid from El Paso, named Jaden Leverett. I talked with him yesterday, and tall young man. He's about 6'10" at Chapin High School. That school, El Paso Chapin High School, CHAPIN. He has a chance to play his way into top one NBPA top 100 camp. There's about 3-4 of the voters here this weekend on that committee, and we have. That's one of the reasons that I had to come. And like you asked earlier, that's one of the other footnotes is that now this camp is on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then it's no excuse for me not to come, and we come and put eyes on some kids that may be on the bubble. It's their chance for some to play their way in. Uh, Dorian Hayes from Ridge Point High School is I think he may be our lone kid, only player from Houston that's here. A lot of kids turned it down. Don't get it twisted. Didn't you know? The JL3 quadrant of kids. Of course, Sheldon Henderson is at USA Basketball, so that's a free space in bingo. But Nigel Walls, Sebastian Williams Adams, Hudson Greer, they opted to just rest. John Clark opted to just rest and prepare. That way they have fresher legs for NBPA Top 100 camp, for which the kids have to arrive there this weekend, this Saturday evening. So that's a couple of days away. So you do this, come back, unpack your bags. I get it. Some kids you have to opt nowadays. Those same NBA scouts and more will be in Orlando. But for those who got invited that didn't come or not going to top 100 camp, whoever's influencing those guys might need to reconsider who you are allowing to influence you, because this is an opportunity to play in front of those professional scouts. And once one of them like you have to realize they all huddle up and talk with each other. They share, in many cases, some, not everybody, and they share our thoughts. Not all the thoughts, because you don't want no guy, but those guys will have a pre-existing friendship. So that's the thing on that. And so I see the happy belated birthday to Alfio. And shout out to Alfio. He had a birthday down there. I think he was down there partying and frolicking. Alfio, I got to get back out to one of those Houston Texans tailgating parties that they do. You get there one of those games. Hey, let me tell you something. Alfio speak at Espanol. He get out there with his Telemundo crew, and they get to going at it out there. And I'm talking about, they don't tell them what they line to have on the grill. Let me see what else I had some notes on some stuff. Oh, let me see. Hannah, we have an elephant in the room. I've had people calling me and texting me, man, I can't wait to get on the show. Well, first of all, guys, let me think. There's a situation in Houston. And first and foremost, it's not I don't and have not, well, in an effort for me knowing that I'm work in progress and emerging into a different space from this a lot of this basketball madness in youth basketball is when stuff like what happened this past weekend takes place, and I find no joy in it whatsoever. And that is meaning that I'm not going to use it as a celebratory move, like and try to go. Right now is the time. There are parents that are communicating. Parents are starting to speak up. This is all I've been asking you guys to do for about 5 straight years. We've preached until we've got pale in the face. I'll try to get you guys and educate your parents and explain to you, you have more power than you think you do. Here's the deal: what happened? There was a facility in Houston that hosted a youth basketball event, and this particular facility, um, people begun to express their grievances. Teams said they pulled out of the event. They were not going to play in it anymore, based because the courts were sweating and the conditions were blatantly unsafe. So, as a result, people took their grievances to social media. And then other people got to responding and got to retweeting and got to screenshotting it and send it to all of your phones. And this is kind of like what it started to get a little traction. People from around, I walked in the building yesterday in the Pangos. One of the first things a guy said to me, man, what's the hell going on down in Houston? I said, what you mean? You ask me every time you see me. There's something going on down there. No, man, y'all got gyms. You mean you ain't got no air? This was one of the grievances on the facility. The air conditioning was not functioning properly. Well, here's the deal. Facts that I'm going to provide you. This particular facility is the same facility that I myself, we hosted an event at over a year ago. I came on the Chop Shop. I expressed what happened because during that event, it's documented that the ambulance had to come for one person that was feeling dizzy. Another person was a senior citizen. It had got so warm in there, they called 911. This was like all this going on. We're trying to find a solution, and we only had a small couple of hours to get there. It was about 10 o'clock. Last game was at 2 something. We're trying to just get to 2 o'clock. Ain't but 4 hours. We're trying to get this thing. Now, it's the first time that I ever rented that facility. I was never informed that was a malfunction. This is back in 2023, in the spring, a year ago. Was never informed. Had no idea that was even a malfunction in the air conditioning at that time. The renter of the event said, okay, what's the solution? He went to call the place and got one of those, how do you know those fans they put on a football field? You put the water in them and they blow you on the sidelines. Well, right there, in an effort for him to prove that he's trying to help solve it, he called us nearby rental place that rent those. And I say, well, we're going to make sure you're not going away. I'm going to get in the truck with you and we're going to go pick these things up. Because we got people in here. This thing is going to get crazy. We go pick up the 2 fans, come back to the place. You got to add water to them. He left. So now the fans, after a while, it's just blowing hot air. After an hour, 2 hours. So that's going down the drain. So I'm just giving you guys a sample of this, of facts. So we get through the event, and I write the owners and request a rebate on our money that was paid for the rental. Because at that point, we had started giving people money back, Adam. See, it rolls downhill. You're the event operator. Those people patrons and the players and the teams are the consumers. So you have to start making some type of concessions to make good, because they are trusting on you to provide a safe playing atmosphere that includes security and whatnot. Never, not to mention air conditioning. So you're gonna call. So this is going on. I'm like, okay, man, look, we had to refund this amount of money, which was somewhere around between $1,500 $2,000. So now we need you to make good on this and do your part. This is your place. You knew this air conditioner wasn't working, but you didn't tell us. You charged us the same price as though the air conditioner working. It don't work like that. So they agreed to rebate the money, Alan. Let me tell you guys something. And if you're an attorney that's watching this, we're communicating in emails. You guys know how I work. I didn't even talk to him. Talked to him one time. That was why the stuff was going on. We emailed. We playing ping pong. They sent the check. I still have copy of the check. Guess what happened with the check?
That check didn't basketball. That check did not bounce. No.
That check had more rubber than a Eagle GT Goodyear tire. The owners are based in Canada. So then we emailed them back and let them know this check bounced. What are you going to do about this? And now, once again, if you're an attorney and you want this easy, because now what happened this weekend, as I fast forward you guys through this, this is an opportunity for somebody to get an easy lick. Now, they agreed, they accepted responsibility in the emails. I got all of them. Agreed to make good and send the payment. That other payment never came. They never sent the money after sending the hot check. They never made good on it. So now I tried to tell everybody, guys, parents, if you tell your coach we're not going to play here, that coach is not going to go there if there's no team to put in. But everybody, I had pushback. Oh, man, you're just hating. You're hating on the place. That ain't true.
What's the name of the place, man?
The Playground.
Where is it at?
It's located in Cypress. Right on.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's the place I went. They were practicing and had the rat. I saw the big old rat.
Playground.
That's it. Okay. Playground. I ain't never been back over there no more.
And I've never rented that place ever again since then. And this is the point what I'm getting to in regard to understanding something. The person, once again, not in an effort to have joy in this. As you see, I'm not sitting here rah-rah-rahing because somebody's event went sour. No, I'm frustrated, and you guys should be too, because these people should not be operating, and some teams feel like they're forced to play there. So that means if you go there, you pay your money, the other team not going to show up, you're not even getting a refund. The courts are sweaty. The person that rented the facility has already done about 3 events in that playground facility. So here's my point. The air bin ain't working.
It wasn't working that night.
It was listen, so that means if it bin ain't working and you're an event operator, why the hell are you going back and renting that place out to put people in harm's way? Not finding joy in this. I'm reminding you guys, I'm frustrated how you guys are allowing people to mislead you over and over and over again with no regards for the safety of your babies. Do you guys understand what does it take for one of your babies to just fall out? and you never get to see him again? Is that what it's going to take?
Took me one. I saw that dude. All these people in here playing, they practice, and I saw that dude just walk down there like ain't nothing happened. I said, he ain't thinking about me or nobody in here. That big ass rat. I said, I go, and he was right by the door, Jim. He had me trapped. I said, dude, I had to go right by the door right where he was at to get the hell out of there. I got the hell out of there, man. I'm sorry. I didn't stay at that practice long. I went to see somebody's workout. No, sir. No,
Somebody
sir.
asked the question, Johnny, on their Jim, in some cases, not all, those who rent facilities need to make sure that the air conditioning is part of or included in the fees. By experience, a situation I was involved in had to cancel the tournament due to the heat and unbearable conditions. What facility are you referring to, Mr. Johnny Arnett? We need people to speak up. Stop giving blanket statements. That way we got to insinuate where you're talking about. If somebody may had caused you to cancel an event, you're trying to protect them by not telling the rest of the world, watch out for this facility. The time has come for you guys, and people are listening. All it takes is for one of those people to have a little free time on their hand, to lend their ears that may be a certified or of legal counsel. This is all that it takes to start moving the needle. And I promise you, you guys will rejoice in the end. You will feel vindicated. You will see just how easy it is once you are galvanized against a particular entity.
And you know what killing me? Them people know they ain't got no heat.
They know
no air. And they still opening that joint up, man.
They know it. And that's the problem. Trey Phillips says that AC hasn't worked. Put it on the screen so they can see what Trey Phillips said. That way they can see it. That way people
but that was way back. He said that way back.
Yeah, the AC hasn't worked since the volleyball team had it. Then they sold it and it still doesn't work. See, this is a pattern by the people making these statements. Is showing that's like it's like a testimony. It's a testament. That's a verification. That's a witness account. So that means, once again, how do you remember last year when I brought this stuff up? Do you remember when I brought this up about this happened to us? Do you remember we talking about this? And the guy who rented the place out, here's how this goes on, guys. Let me educate you. Here's what's going on. You know, you got club promoters, right? So what is happening in youth basketball? Whenever a new owner comes and takes over a facility or buys a facility, or whenever they build a new basketball facility, there are certain guys in the basketball sector that's going to do the equivalent of what the club promoters are doing.
Yeah, He's going to book acts. He's going to book. Yeah,
they're going to go and meet the owner of the facility and say, "Look, I can fill this thing up every Wednesday with some live music. I can fill it up. Just got to give me a good rate." So the rate might be they're going to give you a $50 rate. You're going to turn around and sublease the rate out for $70. That's per court per hour. $65. That's a $15 or $20 gap per hour per court. That's some good money just by going and doing it. So understand what goes on. Now, you also, some of those guys get to keep the concession because the people that own the building, they don't care about that. They rent out whoever rented the place
was in them damn concessions. But keep going.
So here's what's going on. So that means now the person who was the liaison, the go-to for the playground, is a person that frequents the Chop Shop every other day. I told y'all who he was a year ago. And my thing is, if you, and I said it a year ago, and I said, if you, most of the people who are renting that facility are African American males, to primary consumers who are occupying the courts, majority African American. So you are the connector to our people, whom you are funneling and allowing to come into this place, so you can go at a fee, knowing that they don't have air conditioning. I'll let you guys describe it. What do you call, how would you describe that if that person knowingly has put in documentation that he knows that the air conditioner not working?
We got names for him, Jimmy. He's a vulture too. He's a vulture, because our culture is there, and he know it's wrong. He just sitting there waiting. I mean, and then he just putting people in harm's way every time. But he collecting his little $25 extra per court per day, whatever you call it. And man, he don't care. It's a lick for him. It's a lick. I don't remember the name. I don't remember you calling a person's name, and I didn't know he frequented Chop Shop. Cause I would have really, you know me, I would have said something. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Whenever he on here, I'm gonna say, player, did you make good on that? I mean, come on, man.
I mean, sometimes you gotta realize a lot of one thing you don't remember who you owe. You might forget who owe you, but you don't remember who you owe. Mm-hmm. You might forget when it's time to pay, but you don't forget who you owe. Let that soak in. You, once again, you don't forget who you owe. I might forget that you owe me. I've had people come to me, hey man, this what's this for? And you remember back in, oh man, you appreciate that, man. Good looking out. You forget who owe you sometimes. Sometimes. It's put it like this. It's much more easier to forget who owes you than it is to forget who you owe. I'll put it like that for those that might not understand what I'm saying. Now, Adam, I'm disappointed because, once again, not only is the person watching this Chop Shop and probably watching right now, he was a guy that you worked in the gym with. He's a guy that I actually had forgot that grievance has not been settled until this past weekend. I said, oh man, these people, that's right, that ain't been settled yet. So I was told from this past weekend, like I said, there was an event there. And the owners don't care because they're getting their cut. Your job, what's happening right now, it takes me to a scene from the movie. Very classic movie. It had a hell of a message in it. And it was called Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. There was a pizza parlor in the middle of that community that served our African-American people primarily. And that pizza parlor on the wall did not have not one black person on the wall in the middle of that black movie, middle of that movie that was in the black neighborhood. Yet there was one guy that worked at that pizza parlor, who was portrayed by the role of Spike Lee, who had street cred. He was cool to everybody in the hood. And people would always express their grievances to him
about what the dude is, but Sal is doing.
about his boss in that movie. For those of you that haven't seen it, it's a must. There's a hell of a message in there, 3-4 messages in that movie. And so finally, this employee woke up and he realized what was going on and the racism, the undercurrent of racism that existed in his working, that was affecting his working conditions. Because people would also often ask him, why do you work there for that man? He don't care about our people. If you wasn't there, we wouldn't even go. We come there for you to get a slice of pizza or a slice of pie, what they call it in New York City. That's where the setting was in that movie.
That man said it was hotter than the Mississippi Mass Choir roll. Oh, it's hot. Them rolls seem like they're hot.
So okay. Guess what the guy ends up doing in the movie, for those that ain't seen it? He gets fed up, and when they finally, a young man ended up getting hurt. Did he lose his life, or he died, didn't he?
Radio ride home, the police choked and killed him.
He died. Yeah. Remember, somebody had to lose their life
because of the disturbance inside of the place. The police came in and manhandled the dude, and George Floyd the kid.
And George Floyd, and right in front of the pizza parlor. So then the worker took to a trash can and threw it through the window. And that was a sigh that in the movie, for those who watched it for the very first time, I still remember the applause that went through that movie, went through the theater.
Yeah.
Over 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
Went through the theater. It was like it was like you couldn't even hear the next 2 lines. They were still clapping. Like yes. This is what has to happen over at that facility. The time, because otherwise somebody is going to take to the lawsuit, and your name will be in that lawsuit. You have to make good on every single renter who has been there.
Because it's on you. It was on him, Jimmy. And I know you having a plea to him. These bodies are on you. These we didn't have no agreement with the dude, people who own it. They got an agreement with you, man. I didn't know this was this bad, because I don't come in these gyms. I'm just telling Jimmy. First time I've been in that gym, I went to somebody told me to come watch the practice. I went to the practice, and that big ass rat walked across that floor, and I told him, Jimmy, I'll never forget that night. I never forget that evening. I tried, when I walked out that door, I was looking for that dude because he looked like he wasn't scared of all of us in there. But that's a unique situation, man. A unique situation, and I don't know you. I don't, like I said, I don't know what you're talking about, and I hope he's listening today, and I didn't know. See, I didn't know about the middleman thing. I didn't know. Everybody should just say, hey, as of everybody who ever given an event, you can't go there no more. I'm putting out the plea. This is why I tell y'all to share this show. This ain't for me. It's the information for y'all. I'm not going anyway. So I don't need the information. The general public needs this information, man. And that's a crying shame. I'm serious, Jim. I did not know that was going on. That's unbelievable that we got Jimmy, but that's Jimmy. It takes us all the way back. Jimmy Hicks takes us all the way back. Jimmy, the only way those people could have captured us in Africa, in Ghana. The white, if we saw the white folks, we know something wrong. We gonna either attack them or run. But they send the brothers in there, cause you gonna let your guard down. No, man, that ain't right. I just found out who it was. I can't wait to call. I just can't. We can't do that, man. Ain't no gym that good. Ain't no gym that good. Having access to a gym ain't that good.
I mean,
No, man.
it's how can you do this to your people, man?
Oh, people do a lot of stuff to the people.
Yeah, but I mean, but how can you do this when kids are involved? How can you go and try to make people believe, hey man, the Al, we got it fixed now? Because he called me and told me after that's over with. Hey man, it's fixed now. No, I ain't going over there to somebody else go over there, and I know it's blowing cold and they freezing. I see when with blankets on, that's when I think about
even if I saw the rap. So even if, Jimmy, even if the man foot is colder than a polar bear's behind. What has happened has happened. No, you can't keep letting these people win because it might stop in Houston, but it's happening somewhere else. When are we going to just say, no, we can't go? I'm not going to that damn gym. What is wrong with us that we just act like we got to go? Somebody just explain that to me. Y'all got to help me. It ain't the only gym in town. Why do we have to go to the gym? To that particular Raglan. I seen the Raglan's gym. I don't see nothing about it, but it got some courts. I don't understand. I just don't. I just don't. Maybe I don't value gyms like y'all do, because I know it's a viable thing in your business. I just don't understand.
One of the things is this time of year, that particular weekend, schools are out, grad school graduations, and it's harder to get inside of the actual schools. That's one thing. Number two, you're in the event operating business, then you try to find a way to subsidize your costs and decrease and contain expenses where possible. So that's why when you have facilities with more than 2 courts, it's always a plus, because if you have, I'll put it like,
so they're gonna always win. When you got to explain, they're gonna always win, because it's gonna always be situations like that. So they're gonna always win.
But here's they're gonna always win until a stance is being made.
The stance, only stance can make. What's the stance can be made? What?
The stance can be made when teams will have to, people will have to spread the word, continue to do what they're doing right now. And first of all, the event operators, the event operators would have to join and make the plea, I'm not going to rent that place, right? Because a lot of people are going to go taking the word of the event operator. So if you're saying you're not going to go and rent it, you're saying you're not going to go and rent it. So then they're going to reach out to somebody. But then when somebody does, to let those people know, hey, look, do you know that this place has a faulty air conditioning system? It's unsafe. One solution that somebody gave me was they supplied the phone number to the health department, and they saying that maybe on tomorrow I will have those details. They say, understand, there are ways that you can move the needle as consumers in cities, and I know that you make those phone calls out. People have to go and tend to. They have to. Just black folk don't normally, as a whole, as a race, we don't fully trust the system. If we call, you're going to come and hear our cries. But the city council person who governs that area, and I think that's a Cypress address. I try to get all of that for you guys tomorrow. And you got to hit it from that side of the fence, because they are the ones who approve the codes and govern the conditions of their facilities. Remember, it's technically not in Houston. I don't think. And I'm looking at them. I'm looking at the chain of emails.
Why would I want to go to a place where the restrooms are deplorable?
I'm reading the initial email. Them jokers even offered me we would like to extend a discount on any future bookings you make with Playground Houston.
Because they know y'all gonna book.
No. I told them, oh no, that ain't option. I want my rebate on my money. That's an old tactic that event operators use on the consumers. And meaning that, instead of me giving you money back, I'll let you in free next event. The hell with that.
This is insane. And this is insane. Everyone knows that the gym is not the standard. They just want to watch their kids play regardless.
Man, God. I get that text, that message. How we going before the end. Y'all unknowingly. So that means you are knowing participants in the madness. If you are knowing, if you've heard that this place don't have air conditioner and you still allowing your kid to go and occupy space in that place, you twice the food.
I see why they win all the time.
They got the power to tell the coach we're not going to play. We're not going there.
I'm talking about the other side. They know they got some these Negroes want. And these Negroes no matter how, they sound like a slumlord. They got to have somewhere to stay. But at least that's somewhere to stay. I'm telling you, it's a slumlord. That's how slumlords do.
Somebody sent you these pictures of the place?
No, ain't nobody sent it to me. Ain't nobody sent me nothing.
The restroom. See, those places, whenever you rent a facility, they're supposed to have a maintenance person on site. That's part of the rental. They're going to charge you a cleanup fee. They're going to charge you, and because somebody has to be on site for what happens when the restroom run out of toilet paper. There's a person that comes in there and they're going to restock and put another roll in there. Wow. There's only one restroom in this place, and it was inoperable. Let me tell y'all something. All it takes is for one person that's watching this show right now, to have a person to be of certified legal advisor, or have a relative that's a certified legal advisor. And guess what?
What's that's gonna do?
You can shut them down.
Shut them down. So then you won't have no gym. So shut the gym down.
If you're boycotting something, it's dead to you.
Okay.
Anyway, so if it's gonna be dead to you, let it be dead to you.
But it can be dead without the boy. It can be dead if you just boycott it anyway.
But everybody is not going to get the message at the same time, Heather. Everybody didn't know that America was discovered on the same.
We ain't talking about America. We ain't talking about America right now.
But so everybody's not going to know.
Enough people that give events around this, give events. Enough people are on this feed right now, and people are texting people right now. I can feel it. So people, but the problem is the people who own the place, and y'all say they from Canada. I've been there. They don't give a fat rat's ass about nobody that look like you in Canada. So they don't care. You are a number. That place is a number on their ledger. They ain't looking at this because they don't care. See, being able to travel around and seeing actual slumlords, people that just allow you to go and rent places and knowing that they're substandard. Yo, I just don't. I mean, I don't even. I ain't gonna even waste my. I ain't waste my breath with it, because y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. No way. I just can't believe it. I did not know it was. When I saw the rat, ain't nothing, nobody, my kid, my nephew, my cousin, my mammy, ain't nobody can get me to walk in that place ever again. And if I'd have saw this restroom that looked like this mess, and ain't nobody's, and they still open. It's been a year since you came on this show and talked about it, and they still making money.
It's been a year.
Wow.
It's been, well, I'm looking at the
all to be shame of yourself.
It's been 11 months.
It's too long.
I look at the email. 11 months. It was July of 2023.
Unfreaking believable. Them people just can come and set up in your community and just do business as usual. And you're on a ledger sheet. I know that how the companies in Canada work. Them people don't know. Them people you're a number. Is that little ragla ass place we got, is it making money? It ain't losing money. If it's an asset, or is it a liability? That's all. We just got to get smarter, man. I just, and I keep saying this, and I keep saying this. We got to be smart. That man said, I haven't been in that trade fair, been in that or did business with this since March of 2022 when they first opened. He hadn't been back in there. You're a smart man, because ain't nobody can get me out there again. They can have a graduation of my favorite person out there. I'm not going. I see y'all at the dinner afterwards. Because when I saw that rat, I was done. And you're right, Herb. Somebody going to go rent it this weekend. They don't care. Walter, don't you say that? I've been saying that for how many years? Need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, man. That's unbelievable, man. Restrooms. That's the number, boy. That's just a pet peeve of mine, y'all. Restroom got to be clean all the time. He says always a new group, and AAU season. That's what they bank on right there. Always a new group. Y'all bring your business out here.
Well, let's understand, once again, the people from Canada, the owners, are not on the front line of renting the place out. They relying on one person to act. So that means he has the power within himself to say, you know what, man, my soul.
Why should he have a soul and everybody else ain't got one? Why we want him to have a soul? Well, everybody who wait a minute, the other people who come in and rent in front, evidently they ain't got no soul.
Well, understand, I just saw. Listen.
I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me on that one.
Al, understand something. Doug Jones just showed me a text message on Sunday from with the same guy that's renting the place out is soliciting Doug. Well, had solicited Doug last week to come and rent it for the Doug's dozen.
And
in the text message, you know what it said? I think I might have a copy of it. So
I want to hear it.
I don't have Doug saved as Jones. I haven't saved. I'm quite sure I have a copy of it somewhere in my phone. In that message, Doug, I'm paraphrasing. I want to
But and you know, I can't wait till you tip me this information.
Hold on. Here you go. Here you
Thank
go.
you, Charles.
Here you go. Here you go. Doug texts him and say, "Okay, I just got a call about the AC unit over at your playground. Like a call of distress. Like, Doug heard what was going on this weekend. Just double checking on that, bro." His response, Adam, his response: "Yes, we good to go. You can promote playground has a new installed AC unit to the coaches and they can let their parents know." See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. So people that are renting this place, the renters or the event operators are being led to believe that it's working, it's been repaired, that it's been fixed. And then
I'm not taking up for him. I know he lost his soul. But if I let him text me, and even in entertainment, I done lost my damn soul too.
And so here's what the thing is. Here's where the trick comes in. Because here's the trick. Because I know it because I fell for the trick. And the trick is, he says, "Come on over and do a walkthrough and you can check it out for yourself." Well, what happens is when you go through the walkthrough, it's going to either be in the morning or in the evening hours. And it ain't but 10 people in there at the most. So the body heat isn't the same. The outside temperature on the roof isn't the same as it is. So therefore you think, and the fans are blowing.
Do most event operators know that information right there that you just had? Smart enough to know because the people are not in there. That means
I can't speak for them, but they probably not thinking like that because you're so happy.
So guess what? Ignorance is bliss. That man is still hoping Doug is ignorant, Sloan is ignorant, you is ignorant, because he ain't gonna stop. You expect for him to stop getting his lick? Well, then you need to tell every drug dealer, "Man, don't you sell no drugs out here, sir. It's hurting our community. How can you do that?" You need to tell everybody, you can't sell this stuff out here. It's hurting our community. Man, people are trying. This dude, I'm just telling, I'm just watching. If he's doing all it, think about it. Is he this adamant? He done got a mandate from Canada. Man, you got to make this thing work. If you want to keep getting this check, you got to make this thing work. It's crazy, Jim. It's unbelievable. The only way y'all got to tell him, "Man, I will never," and I'm going to tell everybody else, "will never come to your facility again. I don't care how many air conditions you did. I don't care if it's colder than a polar bear's." I can't say what I want to say. A polar bear something. Please. That's all, Jimmy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, damn. They must wait on you to get out of here. You over there like you at the Titanic. You like the Titanic is sinking, and you out there unplugging stuff over
there. Yeah, I got somebody waiting to pick me up to go eat lunch. The games don't resume at the Pangos till 3:00 today, West Coast time. And then also I told the lady she can come and for the late checkout that I'll be up out of here by
oh, that's right. It's over. The event over today.
Yeah, it ends today.
Oh, okay.
So I heard her trying to come on in earlier, but I had the thing on the door. So over in the, so I yeah. But now and the woman said be out of here by 12. That's
you good. You got 8 minutes. So you want to be ready.
I'm unplugging that way I can actually be out of here by 12. Not be off the show.
Yeah, that's Vegas. If you in Vegas, they live on that. But go wrap this thing up. Go and do it.
So, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stand out and get out of here a minute or two earlier. That way you can give your afterthoughts and closing thoughts on it, and let other people chime in And you guys, what we haven't gotten to do, please share this show right now. If there was ever a time that you needed to share this show, it's right now today, so that you can get the movement and get the ball rolling. And regarding to, remember, there's a moment and there's a movement. This should be a movement against the establishment that is causing and misleading so many people, which in turns can be received as misleading other people. But it can cause
this stuff is crazy, man. I'm sitting here.
But so I'm gonna see you guys on tomorrow.
Okay, we out here. All right. No, I'm still here, y'all. Jimmy, I got you out of here, Jimmy. Hey, y'all. I'm disappointed. Because when Walter Yates said it, y'all ain't said nothing. I told y'all long ago, I said this summer basketball community is so infested with this kind of stuff. People are just trying to find the right word. It's just, y'all, it's infected. And the only way you can win is you got to just burn it down, not hurt nobody. The power stroke, just say, no, let's do this thing again. Something is wrong if we don't have, out of all of these years we've been doing this shit, and don't now one of y'all own 6 courts of gyms or 5, and y'all constantly doing this stuff and in the business with this stuff every single day. It just don't make no sense that we have to have other people from Canada supplying our needs. They will always be in control over you, where you can't stop. Charles Foreman said, why do we don't think we deserve better? Unfortunately, they're still in business because of supply and lack of demand. TJ Ford got 1 gym over there. And y'all, it should never be, it should never be a dead moment on there. Because I know that's his place. Everybody need to be at there. I don't care if it ain't but 1 gym. At least he thought enough to build a gym. Reggie Slater had a black dude built a big gym out there for everybody to go to. And y'all stop coming out there. But you round here standing in line and talking about, well, if the school's having graduation, to get somebody that hold up, let me put that on the screen. Y'all shouldn't have let me nasty ass restroom, infested ass bleachers probably. That's why that big ass rat walked through that like ain't nobody. The man just walked in that. He walked in. He wasn't running. He walked by like, what's up? Let me put this thing on the screen. I saw this mess, man. I cannot believe this. Let me download it onto my phone. Yo, it's something. These our needs. Y'all seem like y'all need this stuff. Y'all need it. That's why they always get rich. That's why Jeff Bezos wasn't thought about just a few years ago. Now he's the most powerful man because everybody want it right now. I'm Amazon. How I can't believe you. I ain't never sent for Amazon for nothing. They look at me like I'm crazy. What's wrong with us, man? Yeah, Alfio, you got a good point, man. Alfio, he didn't call me, but Alfio, you already know. I make a phone call. Jimmy ain't got to get out of there. But closed mouths never get fed. He'd have been out there. He saw the cloud I got out there. What would come to my room telling me I got to get out? You better go clean these other damn rooms. Tanya, I never forget it, Tanya, because I was there and one of the parents said, there's a lady, she looked over, she said, She just jumped up. Look at there. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. I thought that somebody had a gun at the door. I mean, she was like, and I looked, I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then I saw that walk right. I said, what the hell? And y'all think I'm finna go there? And I didn't go to the restroom. Ever since I saw that, let me see. Ever since I saw that, when I saw the rat, my mind went on the practice. My mind was how I'm going to get out of there, without having to deal with that damn rat. Because they're nasty. Let me put that, where that thing? Hold on, let me find that. In my restroom. And y'all go to this stuff. Y'all go to this stuff. And y'all take y'all nasty ass in that place. I don't know why he didn't mention the game. Somebody sent me a name, and I'm not going to repeat nobody's name somebody that sent me. I don't know why it ain't mention the guy's name. Shit. If y'all know it, put the damn name up there. I don't know the name. I never rented a place from there. But I'm going to keep that there. That's what y'all going to. Forget the dude's name. Just don't nobody rent from the place. Let me rewind that and play. Hold up. Where's my little girl at? Where's my little girl at? Where's my little girl?
Messiah! Your coach say you suck! That's what's his words. Take him out of the game, coach!
Take him out of the game, coach. That's a little young cheerleader from Florida A&M talking to the ref. Telling one of the dudes, you suck. This sucks. Don't go out there. I don't have to know his name to not go out there. I didn't even know. Ain't nobody gave me no name. I saw the rat. And it was a little warm in there that night. And it wasn't that many people in there. And they dumbass still in there renting the place out. That's my problem. Call the media. This is the media. Tanya. Them folks in camp, I don't know why Jimmy didn't mention the man's name. I don't care. I don't even care about the man's name. I'm caring about the people still renting the damn place. Give me them names. Them the damn names I need to be mad at. I ain't worried about the dude. The dude trying to get his hustle on. Y'all got to be smart enough to say, dude, you ain't getting your damn hustle on me. And all these fake ass walkthroughs. I'm coming on the Chop Shop to talk about your walkthroughs. See, y'all, I don't know, y'all be, yeah. I just got to have a gym. I just got to be able to go to the gym. Why are we having stuff that so important to us that we cannot control? That's what you need to know. Well, you go find out who the dude is and you go do it. Heard that you do shit the way you want to do it. That ain't the way. I don't give a fat rat's ass about the dude, Herb Baker. I don't care. You might care about it. I don't care nothing about the guys doing it. I'm caring about these ignorant ass black people who going out there renting the damn place out. You can get up. What you gonna do to the dude if you find out who he is? Come on. That's why they got y'all's ass in bondage. You better own where your ass want to be. always want to go off it. That dude doing some. Well, go find every drug dealer and get on his ass and go out there and get on that his ass. Cause they selling the same damn stuff. Come on, y'all. I don't know. Shit, I see why this crazy. Excuse me, y'all. I see why this community crazy. Do what you can control. You can't control dude. Dude is a man. Dude said, I'm finna hook y'all. I'm hooking y'all up. He the hooker. Everybody got a hookup. We got to quit being so damn stupid. Told y'all the story. Some of y'all ain't gonna do what I would do. Never forget. Get off the plane. Friend of mine having a birthday. And I tell you the name of the place. At that damn place called Glorious, downtown. Having a birthday party. I get off the plane. Nice, the nice sneakers that look like shoes. Nice outfit on. I get to the door, and this man said, I ain't got hard bottom shoes on to go in a restaurant. I said, man, and I went here. That shit you got on your feet, I can buy 50 of them with these shoes I got on. And you telling me I can't go in? Them ugly ass shoes you got on. Okay. So I text the people on the inside. Everybody came outside of the party to come outside. And I refused to go back in that place. Oh, he can go in now. No, I'm not going in. So while they out here in the parking lot, ain't nobody in there drinking. Stupid fucker. Excuse my language, y'all. But that's how I felt. But I refused, as bad as I wanted to go in my friend's party. I refused to go in there because I'm not going to let people treat me any kind of way. Not going to do it. So my thing is, the people treating you any kind of way. They're having you in there, your heat, people falling out. They're treating you any kind of way. And you still want to go in? I stood my ground. They was begging me. My friend, well, Robert, come on in. No. Hey, y'all. Y'all leave this place. Let's go over here. Where it's black on. All of us who can get out. Let's go over here. So I took the party out of his spot. Y'all close y'all damn tabs and let's go over here and let's go. Let's continue the party. That's using your damn power. Not, what's your name, dude? You keeping me. I don't care about the dude's name. I knew the power. You think I was finna go in there after that ugly ass outfit he had on? And he gonna tell me I couldn't come in there? I've never, ever been in that place again. And that was years ago. Sometimes you got to stand on what you believe in. He ain't the one being hurt. How in the hell he gonna still sell, he gonna still do it to everybody, Malcolm. Some people in this community doing a whole lot of other stuff that you need to be talking about. But a walkthrough wouldn't have helped you, Sloan. It's cold as hell when ain't nobody in there. I've been in churches before where you get there and ain't nobody in there. It's cold as hell. Did everybody get in there? That boy, that temperature get back right where it need to be. But hey, I would have never brought this mess up because I wouldn't have never talked about it because I don't care because I'm not going to these events nowhere. Wait. Y'all got to understand, man. It's too many of y'all. Y'all can crowd fund and crowdsource and build your own damn gym. Instead of whining about who is somebody's name, shit, say your name. Ain't never even thought about that. Ain't never crossed your mind. Buy that ass out. Somebody get in touch with the dude in camera. Man, if you ain't gonna run it right, let's buy us that crowdsourcing. If you already got one built, y'all love it so much, get rid of the rats. Get rid of the rats. I'm gonna get rid of the rats and get some better air conditioning in there. Sell it to us. If y'all that passionate about it, I'm not passionate. I wouldn't have never brought this bull crap up, Herb Baker, ever. Ever. Because I already know you can't tell these people in this community nothing. Can't tell them. Everybody think they know it all. They think they got it figured out. Then you got to come back and say, well, Robert, I spent thousands and thousands of dollars and my son even got a scholarship. Now he in college, he don't even want to play no more. This ever-ending cycle. Something that we need the most. We let them treat us any kind of way. Because y'all just got to have a gym to be in. Sloan, they ain't gonna fix it. They don't care. I hope you're listening to me instead of typing. They don't care. They don't care what you got. They don't care about your lawsuits. That big company guess what he gonna do? He gonna put it off and put it off and put it off until you forget about it. The only way you stop them kind of people is don't nobody rent our court fee or buy a Cheeto out of that place. Now they respond to not seeing that money come. That's the only way they're gonna respond. All of this talking and find who the guy is, that dude gonna keep hustling. He's a hustler, baby. You ain't got to go through no walkthrough. You know the place that somehow, whoever constructed that place didn't do it right in the beginning. Trey Phillips said earlier, the volleyball people who had it, they said, oh, hell no. They were smart. They said, no, I ain't gonna do it. We're gonna sell it to these damn folks. But we're gonna sell it to somebody else. And they don't care. But they were smart enough. We the only one that sit right here and beg people to abuse us. But I just got to have it. I got to be able to go in that gym. No, you don't. I promise you, your life ain't going to change by not going in a gym. And that's a great thing. I don't know what y'all on the same page. I'm glad you put it. What only thing y'all on the same page is what? What's y'all on the same page about? I want to know. Only thing I see you on the same page is that you don't like what's going on. As long as people, thank you, Doug. They ain't gonna fix it. Ain't gonna fix it. They don't care. Y'all don't get it. I know how the people thinking up there. I do business with them all the time. I told y'all this story, and I'm getting out here because I got to go. They waiting on me. It seemed like the devil just came at me. I mean, whoever he was. 1 week long, dude came. Group of guys came in, gave me a presentation. It's a great presentation about what they want to do in Houston, in the city I was born in, Memphis. They came in here. I'll never forget it. They came in on Monday, I think, and this other group came in. It's two different, completely different things. They came in on a Wednesday or Thursday, one of them days, right? I sit there, Sloan, and listen to this great presentation. But I know it didn't mean my community no good. And I asked him. I knew it. I sit there. We sit there. My partner said, dude, you might be one way, but when you in these board meetings and when you in these meetings, dude, I can't tell what you thinking. I sit there, Sloan. I said, I see what y'all said, what y'all gonna give me. I see how I could benefit from it. But tell me how my community can benefit from you. You finna come here and make all this money. How my community? If you can't figure that out, I can't do business with you. Same thing on Thursday. The same thing. I know how I'm gonna benefit from it. You got to be able, because they cannot do this stuff without you. I know they needed me. I was in the position of power. I just sit back. Okay. Now they might go find somebody else, to get it done. But it wasn't going to come through me. You feel me? So we just got to start thinking like that. I know I can benefit from it. But what's the use in me having everything? And Malcolm ain't got nothing. And Clarence Harris ain't got nothing. And Doug Jones ain't got nothing. That don't. I ain't never wanted to be the dude with, I'm the only one got this and I'm the only one. No, dude. Let me show you how to do this. See, my mom just taught me different. My mom just taught me different. Dad died when I was 12. She said, what's the use? She was always a business owner. She said, what's the use? It's me having restaurants and supper clubs. If my people around me, they can't pay to get in it. If they can't pay, I mean, what's the use of me having it? I got to make sure my community is right so they can be customers. If you, what Martin Luther King said, I done integrated my people into a burning house. Now we can eat at the Woolworth counter after we done got our head beat in. But guess what? We ain't got no money to even buy the hamburger. Y'all, we better start thinking about if this, listen, basketball community only. If this what y'all love and this what y'all think about, y'all better be mixed up in the top of it. Not these people. Y'all better have access to a gymnasium so can't nobody tell you I got a graduation in this. No, you ain't got no graduation. We got a tournament here this weekend. That's that's how you win. Next generation, because this old generation, they ain't gonna get it. Next generation. No, not necessarily money. You can crowdsource it. That means everybody is paying a part in it. Y'all just got that. Y'all think I'm spending my time on a golf course that much and I ain't thinking about buying me one or getting me one or having the investment me in one? Y'all got to be at y'all right mind. Michael Jordan did it. Y'all know how I think about what he do. He said, I'm tired of telling me what to do on their golf courses. I'm going to build my own. Ain't nobody mention your name, Kenny Gamble. Ain't nobody mention your name. Ain't nobody mention your name on this show. You know, come on, man. Come on. Come on now. I got you. Ain't nobody mention your name on this show. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He said, I'm tired. Every time I go to golf course, you know, Mike gonna have 100 dudes out there. It might, you know, on the golf course, you usually can't have but a foursome. Mike gonna have a 12-some because he got everybody following him. Everybody following him. Everybody doing that. So it's crazy. It's too much. So some of them golf courses say, man, you can't. Come on, man. You're holding up play from everybody. I'm trying to do something, y'all. I messed up. You're holding up play for everybody else. That's what they'll tell him. And so he said, I buy my own. Y'all can't tell me what to do then. Go check his golf score. Go Google. He was a member, paying all that money being a member at this club and couldn't do what he wanted to do. He said, I buy my own damn club. That's what we got to start doing. You got it? Don't be mad at these people. Don't be mad at the middleman. Don't be mad at him. All he doing is they selling us. Coca-Cola killing people, but they still selling it. I ain't seen one of y'all go talking about what's that dude name at selling this Coke and making this Coke? We just drinking them and hurting ourselves. I owe a night lounge, and my air conditioner usually went out. Good. Closed my lounge for 3 days. Lost money, but gained the right back on one night because AC was blasting. People want Cedric. Thank you, Cedric. But Cedric, this is not about that, Cedric. It's not about that. Clarence Harris. A 500 to 1,000 Clarence Harrises could build some stuff that me and Jimmy can't never fathom about building. I said crowdsource. Look it up if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't just let me say no words up here if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Crowdsource. Thank you, Cedric. I like that. Cedric Washington talked about, but Cedric, this is not about that. Them people don't care nothing about y'all just. I got a phone call. See, I'm going overtime and I don't want to, but I got a phone call last night. Man, what you think about this, man? I got a question for you, man. You're intelligent, man. I got a question for you. If a convicted felon can't vote, then why can't one run for president? I said, why can one? I said, because he can. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. I said, and you know what? People want you to talk about that. Some you can't control. About whether Trump, you can't control that. Your black ass, you can't control that. The man got the complexion for protection and the collection. You can't control that. Well, that's the question he asked me, Clarence. So, I just said, see, I'm trying to make a point. This man talking about this ain't the point. See, y'all worried about whether Trump being a president, a convicted felon can vote, instead of taking your black ass out there and vote yourself. They got you thinking about stuff. The Canadians got you thinking about stuff. So you gonna always want to come back to him. Okay, the air conditioner fixed. Okay, the air conditioner fixed now. Y'all come on back in here and burn up again. Okay, then it break down again. Okay, it broke. Okay, they get mad at us a little bit. The air conditioner is fixed. Okay, they're gonna come back again. Then it's gonna break down again. The rat's still here. They're gonna break it. Because you always focus on the wrong damn things. And there's too many of you Negroes focus on the wrong things you can't do nothing about. You can't go if you can't go. You can't do nothing about it. But we always focus on the wrong things. You worry about somebody. Just make sure his ass. Make sure your family. Make sure everybody, your friends, so he can't get in office. Then you don't have to worry about it. They're not allowed to vote. Y'all talking about Texas. It's life outside of Texas, y'all. It's life outside of Texas. You take your black ass down to Louisiana and see the police scuffling with somebody. And you go to video and you get within 25 feet of them, your black ass going to jail in Louisiana because you didn't vote. But let me get out of here because y'all about to piss me off. Let me get out of here. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm done.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.